I treat a lot of athletes in my practice, and one question that keeps coming up is, how do I stretch my hamstrings? It's surprising how many athletes have really tight hamstrings. And we know that tight hamstrings lead to an increased risk of injury in the hamstring, but not only the hamstring, it puts extra stress on your lower back as well. So this is an important muscle group to have good flexibility in. Well, as a martial artist, I've done a lot of different stretching exercises, and I've come across a certain way of doing stretches for the hamstring that I found has worked very, very well for me and for the patients that I've shown this to. So let's go a little bit over just a couple of concepts. What a lot of people do when they're stretching hamstrings, well, they're bending over this way, right? And just stretching down this way. But when you're doing that, you're trying to stretch both hamstrings at the same time. It's more effective if you first stretch each hamstring individually. The next point is, what is the proper position that you should be in when you're stretching hamstrings? Let me show you a couple of different things. Some folks I've seen, they do what's called this hurdler stretch, and I'm not going to do it all the way, but they put this leg up behind them this way and bending forward this way. This is not an effective stretch for the hamstring. Same thing with this type of stretch, which is a modified hurdler stretch. When I'm stretching down this way, my primary stretch is not in my hamstring. What I've found is to most effectively stretch the hamstring, first we need to be in the right position. 90 degrees between the two femurs or between the two legs. We want this leg slightly angled down, so I have to be up on a bench to do this exercise. My leg is out straight this way. When I'm going to be doing the stretching portion, I'm not bending down toward the knee, but actually I'm reaching out toward the foot, out this way. So before I do the actual stretch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my leg down against the bench. So I'm pushing down this way. I'm actually taking my leg and pushing it down this way. And I hold that for about 5 seconds. Then I let it relax. Then I go forward this way. And then I'll hold that stretch and just let the muscle relax into it for about 10 seconds. Come out of it slightly. Now I'm doing it again. I'm pushing my leg down on the table for about 5 seconds, a pretty hard push. Then relax. And then again, stretch it out this way. And you're going to find I can go down a little further. Come out of it slightly. And I do it a last third time. Pushing my leg down this way. 5 seconds. Let it relax. And then go down this way. And that's it. And you repeat the same thing on the opposite leg. If you stretch each hamstring individually first, now when you try to stretch both hamstrings together, you're going to find that you have better flexibility doing both of them together.